Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I thought today I would do a video on a piece of equipment that I've now owned for 5 years in case you're out looking for your own home or small commercial property and you have a compact / mid-size style tractor and you need something to clean snow. So in today's video I'm going to give you a close-up look and show you some special features on the HLA 1500 series snow pusher plow. So if you're new to the channel, please click the like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel itself as we're trying to grow it. Leave us your comments below or questions and I'll try to do my best to answer them. So here in front of me today is actually my personal HLA 1500 series snow pusher. When you look at plows, you have a couple of options. You can go with a straight blade plow, which if you have the right hydraulic hookups, you can purchase one that can actually be angled hydraulically. There's also some that can be angled manually. But I chose to go with a pusher plow, and I'll explain why. Now, the HLA 1500 series comes in some different lengths. I believe they start at 48 inches. They go up to 60 inches. This is a 66-inch plow. A factor that you want to think about is look at the widest point of your tractor. What is that width? And you want to purchase a plow that is wider than that, so that when you clean, you're cleaning a swath that the tractor is not pulling snow down or having to ride over snow that isn't getting cleaned. In my case, my tractor's 55 inches. The choice was to go 60 or 66. When you look at the cost of the plow, in my opinion, the 66 was slightly better to go with. Scoops a little more snow, gives a little more clearance, and if you see one of my earlier videos, it's actually worked out well because it allows me to go with a 66-inch Farm King snowblower on the back with the 3-point PTO. So that's personal choice for you guys. What I like about the HLA is known for their commercial equipment. So they build these pusher plows for massive tractors with hydraulic wings on them, etc. But they've been building this style of plow for ages. And they do some things that are very different than all the other competitors, hence why I settled on the HLA. Now, this one has the skid steer quick connects because that's what my tractor is equipped with, and that's really nice because as you're cleaning snow, if you want to restack or do something, in a matter of seconds I can pop this plow off, throw my bucket on, and keep going. Or in the winter, sometimes I have to pull my fifth wheel hitch out of my truck. I can pull this off, throw on my pallet forks that I use to lift the hitch, and I can switch that equipment really quickly. So that is a nice big feature of that. The HLA also is a nice heavy gauge material, so it's built to be robust. Now I'm going to grab the camera and we're going to give you a closer look at some of the features that are on this plow. One thing I liked is the adjustable skids, shoes, I should say skid shoes, and you'll see there's 4 bolts that hold them. It's very robust and has essentially here an infinite set of adjustments. There's not 1 or 2 holes and you're stuck with that. You can adjust it up or down. Really heavy, robust. Here's the back in case you're not familiar with the skid steer setup. That's what it looks like, and you have a couple of handles that pop up and release it. Now the other thing I liked is they took from their commercial design, and honestly, I don't think you're ever going to need to adjust this if you use it for personal or light commercial. And to give you an idea, I'll spin around my driveway here that this plow has been plowing for 5 years is about 8,500 square feet. So there can be a lot of snow, a lot of cleaning in our cottage country areas. When you look around, there's tons of snow around. This has an adjustable and replaceable cutting edge. Now they do that because they do that in their commercial units. I have not in 5 years, and this sits, as you can see, I'll zoom it in here for you nice and close. You can see that sits right to the ground. I don't actually keep it raised because you'd normally only raise it if you had a gravel driveway, you were cleaning some snow over a grass area or a rough area because you needed maybe some general parking or something. So mine scrapes on the driveway, the asphalt, for the last 5 years, and that edge hasn't had to be moved. So it's a little overkill in a residential at this size, but it is a nice feature to have. The other thing that I liked about the HLAs is over here on each side of the actual blade. When you look, you'll notice a lot of pusher blades, the side metal isn't going to be as thick, and then they weld a crossbar here to hold the side plate when snow's pushing against it. HLA is very unique in, and I'll give you this side profile, that the way they put this wedge in, that's welded in, that reinforces the side plate, but doesn't keep snow hung up on it, that you've got a cross brace that comes across that will grab snow and trap it. It just allows for more snow to be caught and gives extra reinforcement to the blade. And again, this is something, this feature here is something that is used on their commercial blades. So they've taken what they've learned from commercial use and brought it into this lighter weight series. You'll also notice that it is rounded in here. So if you're doing the right speed with your tractor, what's actually happening is the snow is scooping up and it's actually rolling forward like a wave. And it's pretty amazing when you run down a length of a driveway like these, you will actually see that snow rolling over like the crest of a wave all the way down the length of the driveway, which means you're actually putting, even in heavier snow, you're pushing more snow because it's being flung forward and rolling and rolling and rolling rather than losing off to the side when the blade becomes full. So that would be something I would look for as well in a pusher blade, that it's not, some of them are a little square. You want to have that rolled edge. It'll help you clean the snow a little bit easier. Now, you can also option these blades in. I didn't, because of the way my driveway's set up, I didn't require it, but you can get a back blade attachment. That's what these holes here and down the side are for. There's a back blade attachment that attaches with a rubber cutting edge. So you pivot this blade forward. You would go up to a garage door, a building, a walkway, whatever it is, rotate the blade forward and down, and then back blade out. And that rubber cutting edge, which would sit out here square, would grab the snow, pull it back, so then you could grab it with the bucket and push it forward. And that's something they do offer as an option. In my case, I didn't go with it because I didn't feel I needed that on the blade itself. What else can I say? This has been a great blade to use for 5 years. Been really happy with it. And up until this year has been the main piece of snow clearing equipment, as I've just added the snow blower because, you know, we've had over 2 feet of snow, and you can imagine that's starting to really push the limits of the blade overall. That is an HLA 1500. They do have an 1800 if you have a slightly larger tractor, and then they go up from there right up to commercial use. Anyways, if you like that video, I thought I'd just show you some of the main points of the HLA pusher blade, why I've purchased it versus a straight blade. I hope it's helped answer some questions if you're looking at one of these for your own property. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you're new or haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe. It does help our channel grow. And if you have questions, leave comments below and I'll try to answer them in a semi-timeless or timed fashion. Thank you very much for watching.